It's grind mode time. It's grind mode time. It's grind mode time. It's grind mode time. Grind mode time. It's grind mode time. Grind mode time. It's grind mode time. It's grind mode time.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Detroit Pistons. Looking at the Pistons, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people. The barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way. I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might be one of my favorite players coming up, Ernie. I mean, his teammates are trusting him more.
Chicago, Illinois, home of the Bulls in a fine Eastern Conference battle at the United Center. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Latina in the NBA. An annual tradition celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. First game of this trip here for the Pistons. They're hoping to start it off with a W. They're in 9th place in the Eastern Conference, still in the playoff picture, but they could use some wind.
Shit.
This is one of those games, when you look at your calendar, it's circled before the schedule's even released. So it's one of the best rivalries we have in our league. And, guys, this is the one you do not want to miss.
No doubt about it, because it seems like these two teams always have a reason to be angry at each other, a little chippy at the very least, and that brings out the best basketball in both of them.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Thomas is out there with Bargnani, and it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Freak. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket. Shot clock at 6, and it's sent back by Drummond.
I forgot to take that dunk off because it gets
We
blocked.
played just over a minute here in the first.
Hell of a lot.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Freak with it. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game.
Pull up. Dang.
Here's Gasol,
Ooh,
and
wow.
that one is good with the
Look at
extra
the
effort on the
movie.
glass. Gasol's got his first 2 points of the night. On the wing, Jackson.
Bruh,
And
I
count it.
really
2
don't
points
care,
with a
but you
chance for one
already
more
know
at the free
how
throw
it
line.
is. grinding
Not
on
phased
it.
at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
Hold up, cause
You
somebody
know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Noah the screen. Freak with it. Guarded now by Jackson.
I don't give a thing.
And it's Freak missing.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Jackson. Picked by Bargnani. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Drummond.
Do you think I care about this league?
Shot is off. Great D that time from Freak. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Oh, somebody joined me again.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Out to the wing.
Back. Look at that.
Some solid defense there from Jackson.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Kicks to Bargnani. Jackson has the open look. Offensive rebound.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Jackson.
Look at this.
Now here's Freak.
Shit.
Unloads. And the jumper falls for him. Freak's got his second basket of the night. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Jackson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando. Here's Drummond, and he goes in for the dunk.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, you know, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And, you know, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Freak. Jackson drives in. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the score by Reggie Jackson. Fast break, Detroit. Here's Caldwell Pope. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
You know, they played well enough to win. But to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive.
Oh, what? I'm ending this broadcast.